He saw an old woman stuck in the rain and gave her his umbrella. 3 days later, a black car pulled up to his house with an offer that changed his entire life. Subscribe to Minutes of Moral, emotional stories with powerful lessons. Like, comment, and share if this story inspires you. He had just graduated from college with a degree in computer science, top of his class. Dozens of applications sent, 0 job offers. To make ends meet, he delivered groceries around the city. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest work. That Thursday, the rain came out of nowhere. Thunder cracked above, rain fell in sheets. Jacob was biking home, soaked and exhausted. At a crosswalk, he saw her, an elderly woman shivering beside a shopping cart. Her umbrella had flipped inside out. Her groceries were getting drenched, and no one, not a single person, stopped to help. Jacob hesitated, just a moment. Then he got off his bike and approached her. "Ma'am, let me help you." She looked at him, surprised, confused, then nodded. Jacob guided her cart across the street and into the awning of a store. Then, noticing her soaked shoulders, he handed her his umbrella. "Take this," he said gently. "I'll dry faster than you." Her lip trembled. She took it with both hands, almost afraid to believe it. "What's your name?" she asked softly. "Jacob," he said. "Just Jacob." She smiled. "You're a rare kind of person, just Jacob." And that was it. He biked home in the pouring rain, shivering, but something about the moment stayed with him. Jacob went back to his routine. Groceries, job boards, rejection emails. Then came the knock. A black-suited man stood at the door. "Mr. Jacob Carter?" "Yes?" "You're invited by Mrs. Eleanor Whitmore. She says you gave her your umbrella." Jacob's heart skipped. He followed the man to a black car and watched the world change outside the window. They drove into one of the city's wealthiest neighborhoods. Mansions behind iron gates, manicured gardens, stone fountains. They arrived at a red brick estate the size of a museum. Inside, he was led to a sunlit library. There she was, the same woman from the rain, now in pearls and a velvet chair, surrounded by books and elegance. "Jacob," she smiled, "you came." I didn't expect." "I'm Eleanor Whitmore," she said, "CEO of the Whitmore Foundation." Jacob's jaw dropped. She continued, "I looked into you. Top of your class, strong work ethic, but you're still delivering groceries?" He shrugged. "The job market's tough." Eleanor leaned forward. "I saw something that day. When everyone else passed by, you didn't." She slid an envelope across the table. "A job offer. Director of Youth Innovation. You'll lead a new program. Salary, benefits, and a real chance to change lives." Jacob stared, speechless. "Why me?" he asked. She smiled. "Because kindness reveals character. And in that rainstorm, your character was crystal clear." At first, he felt out of place. He wasn't from wealth, didn't wear tailored suits, but he poured his soul into the role. He launched coding programs in underfunded schools, built internship pipelines for teenagers who had never touched a keyboard. He stayed late, showed up early, and never forgot where he came from. And every Friday, he visited Eleanor. They walked her garden, shared tea, and talked about life. "You know," she said one day, "when I was younger, I climbed every ladder, won every deal. But I lost sight of the little things, the human things." She paused. "Then you gave me an umbrella and reminded me what really matters." Her funeral was elegant, filled with dignitaries. But the person she asked to give the final speech was Jacob. He stood at the podium, holding back tears. "She gave me an opportunity that changed my life. But that opportunity began not with a resume, but with an umbrella." After the service, her lawyer handed Jacob a letter and a deed. The mansion was now his. Inside the envelope was a note. "Turn this place into a refuge for kindness. Call it what you will, but make it a lighthouse for lost souls, just like I once was." Jacob transformed the estate into the Umbrella House, a community tech and mentorship center. Thousands of young people passed through its doors, learning not just skills, but the power of compassion. Kindness doesn't need witnesses. It doesn't need cameras or applause. Jacob didn't help for credit. He did it because it was right. and that one small act changed everything. Would you have stopped, like, comment, and subscribe to Minutes of Moral, where every act has a ripple and every minute means something?